Hello there. Another month has passed. It's now April 2013, and this is your energy reading for the month using Feng Shui Astrology and the Tarot. Now, in Feng Shui Astrology, the energy cycles shift around about the 5th of April, and we are moving from a water month into a fire month, and this is going to be a very, very different type of energy. Where water could be very passive, fire is just full on, in your face, active. It is fully yang energy. It's the energy of the sun. Imagine what you feel like on a beautiful summer's day with the sun shining. You want to kind of get out there and you want to do things, and this is the energy that's going to be governing the month here. So there is a great motivation. There's maybe even a restlessness perhaps to get out, to do things. But thinking about fire energy, think about light. When we shine a light on things, we remove the shadows. So things that have been hidden could come to light. So we could find things out. We could discover things this month. Also, when we shine the light on things, we can gain clarity. We can gain wisdom. We can become enlightened. So there's a great potential for all of that as well. Not necessarily liking what you find out. Sometimes we would rather that things remain hidden, but it's important that you do face up to things, face up to any issues, every aspect of it, because that's the only way that you can actually sort things out, is to bring everything out into the light, into the open, and get it sorted. Okay, so lots of potential for things to happen this month. Now, what things? Okay, let's have a look at the tarot cards that I pulled for this month. The first one I pulled was the Two of Swords there. And the second one I pulled was the Eight of Pentacles, and he came out reversed. And the last one was a major card, and that's the Emperor came along for the reading. And just looking at these cards, you know, the first thing that's really struck me is that they're together. They're really almost like a contradiction to the energy of the month. I've been talking about enlightenment, removing the shadows, facing up to things, sorting things out. And these cards are really saying you're not in a position to do that. So I think what they can do is actually kind of help you focus on maybe where you're not letting the light into your life, because it's there, it wants to come in this month, and maybe you can see where you're not facing up to things, and just open up a little bit, just get a little chink of light coming in, and eventually things will open up and you can handle stuff. So this Two of Swords, you know, it's quite simple. Look at her. She's blindfolded. She's got her arms crossed. She's holding up the swords. She doesn't want to hear. She doesn't want to see. She sort of like, you know, just doesn't want to know what's going on. It's kind of like la 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 la. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. She's avoiding issues. She can't really see the wood for the trees, and you know, usually when I get this card in a reading for anybody, it signifies a start, that somebody is kind of aware of that and they want to start changing things, and the energy this month is really going to help you do that. So just think about, you know, what maybe you're not facing up to, and maybe it's time you just considered you should. The second card was the Eight of Pentacles. Now, right way up, he's like this, and he is all about working, really using our talents and our skills and our abilities, putting them to work and creating things in order to get something back. It's normally a very positive card, because you know, if we want to do something that we're passionate about and we don't know whether to move into a business or something like that, then if we get this card, that kind of helps to signify that the stars are very good. However, he's upside down. He's upside down. And what this tells me is it links back to this second card about maybe ignoring our skills, ignoring our talents, spending our time doing things that are not nurturing for us, not good for us, and just generally not recognizing our abilities. And when we are like that, even though we don't consciously know that we're doing that, we do feel a sense of frustration inside. So these two cards really are about not facing up to things. And you have fire energy, so that's really going to help you face up to things this month, if you're ready for it. So the final card we have is the Emperor. And again, he is the father figure. He works very much on a physical level as well. And, one of the things he does is to bring in a feeling of authority. He sets boundaries, so we kind of know how far we can go and no further. And sometimes that can be very restrictive for us, and sometimes it can be very good for us if we need some guidance and some control. So how do we bring his energy into this reading? And I really get the feeling that, if you are not facing up to things, if you are not using your skills and your abilities, sometimes it can be because we just don't know where to start. We can recognize that it's an issue, but we don't know what to do about it. And the Emperor really tells us, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to change things completely overnight. Most of us don't like to do that anyway. But what you can do is you can set down some guidelines, a plan of action, one small step after another, and you only have to think about the first step. The most important thing in changing anything is to take the first step. And I think really that's the clear message from these cards this month. And that fire energy is really going to help you, motivate you to want to make some changes and to take that first step. So whatever issue that you're holding on to, that you're not addressing, any frustrations that you've got, don't ignore them. Sit down, shine the light on them, put them out on the table, and just look at them in the cold, hard light of day, because that removes the fear from everything. And then just say, okay, this is what I want to change. How am I going to do it? What's the first step? That's all you need to think about, is what's the first step? And on that note, I will leave you. Have a look at my website if you want any more information. I also do individual personal readings if you're interested. It's all there on the website. Have a fantastic April, and I will see you next month.